The news of today. Canada, United States, and the rest of the civilized world. It began as an unconscious movement toward Darwin's survival of the fittest. Not a means of destruction, but a wondrous plan for rebirth. A design to guarantee beauty in the most precious of God's creatures. It is known today as the Human Beautification Project. It was the brainchild of American President Ernest Borgnine and was unanimously supported by most world leaders. It is considered a marvel in its simplicity, its sole aim being to create and preserve beauty in humanity. Or as our Prime Minister Hank Sampson stated,
"Let's bam them ugly broads."
The government is solving many of this country's greatest problems by simply making the Human Beautification Bill law. By removing all the unacceptable women from society, men will no longer be forced to compete in the job market. Everyone is finally being treated as an equal. With that, it was unanimously agreed that the Equal Rights Amendment was obsolete. Or, as one government official stated, who needs it? In order to define the state standard of beauty, a panel of celebrity judges has been assembled. They will determine which women are acceptable and which women are, quite frankly, an eyesore. At the age of 16, the female children must undergo a test, which will determine whether they will be permitted to continue with their education. As we see here, Ms. Virginia Templeton is receiving the results of her examination. The kind doctor is gently explaining to Ms. Templeton how close she came to passing. Unfortunately, her slight overbite resulted in a failing grade. Chin up, Ms. Templeton, you gave it a good shot. To maintain the world's natural beauty, it is necessary to deal with an estimated 90% of the female sex quickly and efficiently. The remaining women are to be used as our forefathers saw fit. They will enjoy the pleasures of stardom by entertaining the masses. The beautiful women who fail specified requirements will be housed in special labor homes for the duration of their childbearing years, and they will be artificially inseminated annually. This particular clinic is home to just some of the sperm donated by able men across this great country. There is a limited amount of available breeders, however, and the department assigned to uphold this beauty bill has passed an amendment for enforced celibacy, the effects of which have been far-reaching. Men from all other nations have banded together. Here we see a group of young men enjoying a typical night in the town with the boys. Everyone is having a fine time. But back at our nation's capital, the lack of acceptable women and the overabundance of men has been a problem. This unbalanced gender situation, however, has just recently been solved. The state is encouraged with the instant acceptance this new bill has had, and the large number of volunteers who have offered to help us fulfill the objectives of the Human Beautification Bill and the new anti-hunk law. But like all great ideas, there will be those determined to upset the balance, those who reject everything they cannot understand, those who refuse to respect authority. Your government is trying to protect you from these radical fascists, but there are dissidents even among us. The Liberal Party, for one, is constantly pressuring Prime Minister Sampson over the use of gunfire. They are requesting a more humane method of extermination. Interestingly enough, the leader of the Liberal Party, Larry Hart, was recently discovered to be harboring an ugly fugitive in his basement for the last 2 years. The woman was dealt with severely for this infraction. And Mr. Hart was given the harshest punishment known to any politician. This half-hearted attitude endangers the very existence of this country and all her people. Even more despicable are the rumors that have been surfacing, which suggest a sanctuary for all fugitives. We assure you that such allegations are just the mere pipe dreams of those who do not measure up to this country's high standards. Completion of this project is guaranteed, but we need your support. Help Hank Sampson in his bid to make this nation a land of freedom, happiness, and beauty. Canada, the perfect place for you and your family.